Happy Earth Day, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Spring is right around the corner. I'm really quite excited about this. I'm going to keep this market update brief and simple and get right to the point. So let's just talk about two things here: real estate mortgages. Those are the two things I'm the most passionate about. Oh, side note, taxes, that whole money thing. If you do need assistance with that, we don't have much time. April 22nd. So if you need some assistance, you want me to help out with that, I've got some information down below. By all means, reach out to me, email, text, call, and we'll try to help you out there. But anyways, getting back to real estate and mortgages, I am sure many of you have heard the real estate market has just been going bonkers. I was actually looking at some stats from back in August, and then I was also looking at some stats from this last month of March, and I cannot believe how incredibly fast our real estate market is increasing in value. I'm going to share with you that one of these stats right here. And this will also be embedded in the newsletter. So if you're getting the newsletter, scroll down, or if you're watching this video on YouTube or whatever, I'll have the link on YouTube. You can check that out there. But look at these numbers. And the one that kind of catches my eye is, of course, our average sale price here at $765,000, or our single detached home at $899,000. That's just the average, people. So impressive. If you bought a home, congratulations. Well done. You've obviously made some money on that. Not just on these. It could be condos, townhouses, high rises, you name it. But either way, you've done well here. Now, these are just the Waterloo region's sales, but these stats, if you look across other locations such as Stratford, Woodstock, Elmira, Ayr, you name it, Cambridge, of course, you're going to see very similar numbers, or at least percentile increases. By all means, if you want to get to the deeper details as to the value of your home, give me a call or email me, and I can definitely look up some recent sales. The one thing you really got to watch out for those of you looking to buy a home is that we're seeing more and more so this strategy where people are underlisting the home just to bring in many buyers to put the seller in the I call the power seat, where they can kind of pick and choose what they want to do. And unfortunately, some of these contenders against the buyers don't have the same money, or they don't have, the lack of conditions, whatever else. But that being said, you don't know what the other buyers have that's being offered to the seller. So you've got to put your best foot forward off the get-go. Unlike the old days where we would try to negotiate a little something off, hopefully, or, see what we can do here. When they're listing the house 100,000, 150,000 under, yeah, of course, it looks like a bargain. But yeah, anyways, get yourself an agent, ideally myself, and I'll walk you guys through the strategies so that you're not wasting your time, and you're definitely not helping sellers get more money, just putting yourself in a bad spot overall. So by all means, give me a call there. Now, one more thing, mortgages. Let's talk about that side of things there. I'm not sure if you've heard, but the stress test looks to be increasing as of June 1st. We're not entirely sure what that rate's going to go up to. Right now, every mortgage out there, which is with an A lender or B lender, has to qualify at 4.79. So even though you may have a much better mortgage rate when you're either buying or refinancing or whatever, you still have to qualify at the 4.79 minimum. Okay. Now, if you've got a B rate for whatever your situation is, and you're, say, 2.8%, which is still a really good B rate, you got to add 2 points to that. So you're actually going to have to qualify, well, 4.8 is pretty much the same, but let's say you had 3 or 3.2, then you got to qualify at 5.2. Either way, don't stress yourself about trying to understand the numbers. Give me a call. I'll walk you through it. I'm doing a lot of Zoom meetings with a lot of people, and I like to teach my clients so they know what they're getting themselves into, so they can understand the intricacies behind how mortgages work and what one can qualify for. Okay, but either way, the point behind this is that come June 1st, it is looking like it's going to be increasing from the current 4.79, and there's talk around 5.19 to 5.25. We're going to know, I believe, in the first week of May or so. The bigger deal here is that if you are looking to buy a home and you've already been pre-qualified, you need to talk to whoever your mortgage agent is. Or if you don't have a mortgage agent, by all means, give me a call and I'll walk you through and let you know how this is going to impact, how much you're going to qualify for your home. On the sales side, one thing I get from a lot of clients is, I'm thinking about selling my house, Dan, but I'm not in a rush. I'm not sure where things are going to go. Neither do I, but the point behind the stress test increase, at least from the government standpoint, is they're trying to cool off the market. I don't know if it's going to work or not going to work, but it does stand to reason that if people can afford less for qualifying, then you're potentially going to have less buyers competing for certain prices of homes, which could potentially slow down the market. My feeling is, if you're going to sell or you want to sell, why gamble? I would take advantage of this opportunity, get on the market, and hopefully sold within the next month. And then you don't have to worry about that. Buyers, on the other hand, you might decide, well, let's hold off, Dan, until after June 1st and see if it does turn around. My only concerns about that is that, first of all, you're going to qualify for less of a home. And secondly is, I don't think the sellers are just going to drop the price. Just because there's less people coming to buy their home, they're not going to be overly inclined to take less than what their neighbor got. So whenever we look at the past where prices have dropped, they don't drop overnight. Sellers, they'll stick to their guns, especially if they don't need to sell. So it might be a bigger hit on you that you're no longer going to qualify. So you definitely need to look at your numbers, see what you're comfortable with. And again, I wouldn't expect any sort of drastic drop. At the most, I'm thinking it'd be a lot like what we experienced in 2017. I think over the course of the summer, we went down maybe 4%. And yet come the fall, we were already on the rise again. And by the time we got back into the 2018, our numbers were right back to where they were in April. So either way, give me a call. Let's have some dialogue, and so we can discuss what your plans are. Okay. Thanks again for taking the time to listen in on my 2 cents. Hopefully you found it informative and insightful. I'm looking forward to touching base with you whenever you're in need of my assistance, or if you have any friends or colleagues at work or family, by all means, don't hesitate to have them reach out to me. I would love to help them out and give them the inside scoop as to what's going on out there. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the newsletter, or for those of you that are going through YouTube or whatever, select the link down below and you can get into the newsletter and see some of the other articles I think you might find very insightful. As well, I've put in a little bit about the Waterloo region and some of the maps. For those of you that just want to get out and enjoy the spring season and do some biking and walking, I think you'll find that very helpful there. I've also got a great listing that just came on the market this week, so check out the details on that. And if it's not for you, by all means, spread the word. Let those of you that have friends or family that might be looking, bring it to their attention. Got another listing coming up in about a week's time or so. I've put a little bit of a snippet about that down there as well, so check out that. And some great rates. We've got some really good rates going on right now. A couple specials just came on the market there for new deals. So if you're looking to either refinance or purchase or anything like that, by all means, give me a call. Let me see what we can do on our end. Nice part is these guys are ones I typically like to work with are the mono lenders, which means they have lower penalties than a lot of the big banks. So give me a call. I can share with you a couple articles so you can understand exactly what I'm talking about there. Most people are not aware of this aspect of mortgages. There's a lot more to mortgages than what one realizes, and I think that's perhaps on purpose. Okay, hope you're doing well. Wishing you guys an awesome 2021 spring and summer, and I'm looking forward to touching base. Shoot me a text, email, call, whatever you'd like. It's always nice to hear from you. Take care.